What have you found in general as you have watched these two major stories unfold?
Well, we learned in 95 and 96, at least I did, that the tie always goes to the Democrats. If you had two people who were both as obstinate as the other, Democrats and Republicans, offering no solutions, the media coverage would be that the Republicans want a shutdown. I mean, it's just the way it is. In this case, it's even worse. You have Republicans who have made numerous tries to get legislation to the Senate that they could compromise on, and you have the president, Harry Reid, saying, no, we're not going to compromise. And yet it's still the Republicans who are the bad guys. And you could see that in today's editorial cartoon in the N&O. It just doesn't matter. You know, it's like that old scene from some Bill Murray movie. I can't remember. It just doesn't matter.
So, do you feel like the conservative viewpoint has been represented in either of these two major stories? Has it resonated with media in terms of fairly covering that perspective as well as the other perspective?
No, not at all. The only way the conservative perspective gets out is in social media and alternative media and other websites that people have they've abandoned the mainstream media to go to get facts. I'll give you a good example. This weekend, when they had the Veterans March on Washington, the only thing that has been covered about that, when it's been covered at all, was one guy who had a Confederate flag and one guy who made a comment about Obama and the Koran. And CNN the other day on John King's show, and he was with Don Lemon on a show for about 20 minutes. That's all they talked about were those two things. And they were implying that the Tea Party and some lunatic fringe had taken over this thing and it wasn't really veterans. Meanwhile, there are pictures of people with no legs, with artificial limbs carrying these barricades to the White House, clearly veterans, on segways and other modes of transportation. And yet the whole veteran part of it was downplayed, I guess because they didn't want to embarrass the president.